Imagine waking up on March 20th, 2025, feeling a surge of energy you can't quite explain. You check the calendar. It's the equinox. But this isn't just any equinox, it's a cosmic alarm, a rare moment of balance that echoes through your spirit. Most people will carry on, unaware of the immense spiritual weight this day holds. But not you, because you're here, right now, discovering the truth. This equinox is a spiritual checkpoint, a powerful alignment where the earth, the sun, and your soul synchronize. NASA may talk about the Earth's tilt, electromagnetic shifts, and solar flares, but ancient wisdom sees it as a portal, an opportunity to release, reset, and realign. Will you embrace this energy or let it slip by like any ordinary day? Stick around, because what you do on this day could change everything. On March 20th, 2025, the equinox marks a precise moment when day and night stand as equals, perfectly balanced. Scientifically, it's the moment when the sun's rays directly strike the equator, creating equal hours of light and darkness worldwide. NASA has observed how such celestial events subtly impact the Earth's electromagnetic field, creating energy shifts that can influence human emotions, thought patterns, and even intuition. But spiritually, this equinox is far more than a balancing act between light and dark. It's a powerful doorway, a cosmic reset button. Imagine standing at the shore of a vast ocean. Just as the tide shifts, you can either step forward, allowing the waves to guide you to deeper understanding, or remain still, resisting the current of change. This equinox invites you to confront the shadows you've been avoiding and embrace the light that seeks to illuminate your path. Will you align with this cosmic rhythm, or will you let this rare energy pass you by? The choice is yours. Take a moment to think about where you are right now. Emotionally, mentally, spiritually. Have you noticed patterns repeating in your life? The same struggles, the same unanswered questions. It's no coincidence that these cycles feel more intense as the equinox draws near. This rare alignment isn't just balancing the Earth's light and darkness, it's balancing yours too. The universe is shining a spotlight on what's been hidden, pushing you to confront what you've ignored. In your relationships, you may have noticed a shift. People who once felt essential to your life are now slipping away, while unexpected connections seem to appear out of nowhere. This isn't random. The equinox is a time when bonds are tested, revealing who is genuinely aligned with your growth and who is not. The people who remain, the ones who uplift and challenge you, are part of your next chapter. But can you let go of those who no longer resonate? Or will you hold on out of fear of loss? In your career or life purpose, there's a voice within you, one that you've tried to silence or ignore. It's that quiet whisper that nudges you when you're stuck in the routine, asking if this is truly what you desire. The equinox magnifies this voice, urging you to step into a path that feels true to your soul. Have you been holding back because of doubt, fearing failure before you've even begun? This moment is not asking for a leap, it's asking for a choice. Will you continue to ignore your calling, or will you finally give it space to grow? If you feel trapped in cycles that seem never-ending, consider this. The reason you feel stuck isn't bad luck. The universe isn't punishing you, it's preparing you. This equinox acts like a final test, pushing you to confront your deepest fears before granting you the breakthrough you've been seeking. Each repeated mistake, every setback, is a chance to choose differently this time. What if the lesson isn't about enduring pain, but about learning to release it? And then there are the subtle signs, the angel numbers you see, the dreams that linger long after waking, the goosebumps you get when something resonates deeply. These are not coincidences. The universe communicates through synchronicities, guiding you gently, almost like a whisper from a friend who knows you better than you know yourself. Have you been paying attention? If you felt restless, emotional, or unusually sensitive lately, you're not imagining things. The equinox is stirring the energies within you, asking you to release what's no longer serving you. This moment is a mirror, reflecting your truth and your potential simultaneously. Will you embrace the changes it demands, or will you resist, clinging to the familiar? Take a deep breath and think about it. If you've been experiencing synchronicities, seeing angel numbers, or feeling an undeniable emotional shift, type "I feel it" in the comments below. By doing so, you're not just engaging, you're affirming to yourself and the universe that you recognize this moment for what it truly is, a powerful invitation to step into a more authentic, aligned version of yourself. This equinox isn't just a day marked on a calendar. It's a portal, a chance to break free from old patterns and embrace a new path. The energy is here. The choice is yours. Will you let this opportunity pass by, or will you step forward, ready to align with your highest self? You've felt it, haven't you? That subtle tension in the air, the restlessness, the sudden emotional waves that seem to crash without warning. As the equinox approaches, this isn't just an abstract shift. It's a tangible, energetic pull that's been urging you to face the parts of yourself you've left unattended. Imagine standing at a crossroads, the universe holding up a sign that reads, "It's time." Will you finally read it? Or will you keep your eyes closed, hoping the moment passes without consequence? This equinox is a rare opportunity, one that holds the power to amplify your intentions. Just as a magnifying glass focuses sunlight to a point of intense heat, this energy concentrates your deepest desires and fears. Whatever you focus on during this time is magnified. If your thoughts are rooted in fear, doubt, or guilt, those feelings will expand, growing like vines around your heart. But if you choose to focus on growth, healing, and possibility, the same energy can set fire to your limitations and help you break free from the patterns that have held you back. Think of it this way. When a solar flare erupts, it sends shockwaves through the Earth's atmosphere, influencing our technology, our weather, and yes, our bodies. Studies have shown that solar flares can disrupt our sleep, alter our mood, and create heightened states of awareness. Have you found yourself awake in the middle of the night, your mind racing with thoughts you can't quite pin down? Have your dreams been more vivid, more intense, leaving you wondering what they mean? This is not just coincidence, it's a response to the intensified energy of this cosmic event. Instead of fearing these restless nights or dismissing them as mere insomnia, consider them an invitation to dive deeper. What is your mind trying to process that your conscious self refuses to acknowledge? Is there a truth you're avoiding, a choice you're hesitant to make, or a path you've been too afraid to explore? Use these restless moments to reflect, not as an exercise in frustration, but as a doorway to understanding. Keep a journal by your bed. When you wake up, write down your thoughts, no matter how fragmented they seem. Often, the patterns we fail to see in daylight become clear in the quiet of the night. As the equinox balances the Earth's axis, it also balances the scales of your inner world. Imagine standing on a tightrope, a precarious yet powerful position. One step too far into fear, and you lose your footing. One step too deep into denial, and you miss the lesson entirely. But if you can hold your balance, acknowledging your fears while embracing the potential for growth, you'll find a strength within you that you've never known before. This moment is not asking for perfection, it's asking for presence. When the sun and earth align in this equilibrium, there's a pause, a moment of stillness between the inhale and the exhale of the universe. Can you find that stillness within yourself? Try this. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and exhale slowly. Allow the stillness to settle, even if just for a moment. In this pause, listen closely. What does your intuition whisper? What have you been too distracted to hear? The equinox also calls for cleansing, both spiritually and practically. Just as the earth shifts its seasons, shedding the remnants of winter to make way for spring, you too are being called to release what no longer serves you. Declutter your environment. Clear out the spaces that feel stagnant, the corners of your home that collect dust and memories you no longer need. The simple act of creating space in your physical world can create space in your mind and spirit. As you clear away the old, set intentions for what you wish to invite into your life. And just as important, release the emotional weight you've carried. Resentment, regret, guilt, these are the cobwebs of the soul, trapping you in past versions of yourself that no longer resonate. Forgiveness is not about excusing the harm done to you. It's about freeing yourself from the grip of that harm. Imagine carrying a heavy old suitcase through an endless journey. Each step is burdened by its weight. The equinox is your chance to set that suitcase down, to decide that carrying it no longer serves you. Who or what can you forgive to lighten your spirit? As you navigate these shifts, consider setting tangible intentions. Write them down, speak them out loud, create a vision board if it helps you visualize your path. Energy like this amplifies intention. What you focus on now will ripple through the months to come. If there's a goal you've been hesitant to pursue, take one small action toward it today. Send that email, make that call, write the first sentence of that project. Each step you take, no matter how small, is a declaration to the universe that you are ready to receive. This is not just a cosmic moment, it's a personal turning point. The equinox does not choose who benefits from its energy. You do. The opportunity is there, waiting. The question is, will you embrace it or let it slip by, untouched and unclaimed? As the equinox draws closer, consider the people in your life, the ones whose energy feels supportive and those whose presence leaves you drained. During this powerful shift, the universe often highlights relationships that are either elevating your spirit or pulling you away from your path. This is not a call to cut off connections recklessly, but to discern which relationships resonate with the version of yourself you're becoming. Imagine yourself as a tree, deeply rooted yet reaching toward the sky. Some branches grow strong and lush, providing shade and comfort. Others are withered, dead, taking away nutrients from what still thrives. The equinox asks you to prune these branches, not out of anger or resentment, but out of a need to grow. If a relationship feels heavy, if it consistently leaves you questioning your worth or doubting your path, ask yourself why you're still nurturing it. Letting go doesn't mean you failed. It means you've learned the lesson that connection brought. And then there are the relationships that pull you closer to your purpose, the people who see your potential even when you can't. These are the ones who make you feel seen, who challenge you to rise higher without tearing you down. If you feel drawn to reconnect with someone you've lost touch with, or if a new person enters your life unexpectedly, consider the possibility that they are part of your unfolding path. Trust the pull. Reach out. A simple conversation could lead to a profound shift. Beyond relationships, consider your career and purpose. The equinox is not just a symbolic reset, it's a call to realign with what genuinely matters to you. If you've felt stuck or uninspired in your work, if you've questioned whether you're walking the right path, take this as a sign to reflect deeply. Have you been choosing safety over growth? Are you following a path dictated by expectation rather than passion? This moment asks you to step boldly, to take risks that might feel uncomfortable but necessary. Start small. If your work feels meaningless, take an hour to explore what lights you up. What do you find yourself drawn to when no one else is watching? What would you create if failure were not a possibility? Even if the answers are unclear, give yourself the space to explore without judgment. The equinox is not a demand for immediate change, but an invitation to be curious about what change could look like. Financially, this is also a time to evaluate your relationship with abundance. Are you living from a mindset of lack, believing there is never enough, that wealth is out of reach? Or do you see abundance as something that flows, a current you can tap into? If money has been a source of anxiety, take a moment to consider your beliefs around it. Do you feel guilty for wanting more, fearing it makes you greedy? Or do you believe that having more can create more opportunities to give and support those you love? Write down your beliefs about money, honestly, without censoring yourself. Then question them. Who taught you these beliefs? Are they true or just familiar? The equinox is a time to break free from inherited narratives that no longer serve your growth. Create new affirmations around abundance. I am open to receiving. I am worthy of wealth. I am capable of creating financial freedom. When it comes to health, the body often mirrors the shifts of the cosmos. If you've experienced unexplained fatigue, headaches, or sudden bursts of energy, consider them signals rather than inconveniences. Your body is responding to the heightened frequency of this time. Honor its needs. Rest when you're tired. Move when you're restless. Nourish yourself when you feel depleted. Simple acts like grounding, walking barefoot on the earth, or meditating with your back against a tree can help balance the surge of energy coursing through you. This period is also ideal for detoxification, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Drink more water. Reduce processed foods that cloud your intuition. Unplug from devices that keep you numb or distracted. Take a break from media that amplifies fear and negativity. Instead, fill your space with what uplifts you, music that stirs your soul, books that challenge your mind, art that awakens your creativity. Spiritually, this equinox is an invitation to deepen your connection with the unseen. If you've been curious about meditation, tarot, astrology, or any form of spiritual practice, consider this your sign to explore it without skepticism or shame. Light a candle and set an intention. Speak to the universe as if it were an old friend. Ask for clarity, for signs, for guidance. Trust that the answers will appear, not always in the way you expect, but in the way you need. Before this moment slips away, take one last deep breath. Feel the stillness within. Know that you are supported, that you are guided, and that this cosmic shift is not happening to you, but for you. If this resonates, if you feel the energy stirring within, share your experience in the comments. Let us know that you are here, ready to step forward into the light of your becoming. In this moment, everything you've heard so far isn't just a series of thoughts or ideas. It's a direct call to action. The equinox is not simply a celestial event. It is a turning point, a crossroads, where time, energy, and destiny converge. The universe is asking you to make a choice. Not tomorrow, not someday, but right now. Imagine yourself standing at this intersection. To one side lies the comfort of the familiar, the routines, the habits, the old patterns that have kept you in a cycle of repetition. You know this path well. It feels safe, even if it's unfulfilling. Yet on the other side is the unknown, a path that demands courage, that asks you to release what no longer serves you. It's uncertain, even intimidating, but it holds the promise of transformation. The equinox is like a door that is open for just a moment longer. You can step through, or you can stay where you are. This is not a metaphorical choice. It is a real, tangible decision that your energy is making right now. How you choose to spend these next 48 hours will echo far beyond this moment. If you've been delaying a decision, postponing change, or convincing yourself that someday you'll start living the life you desire, know that this is the universe's way of saying, someday is now. The energy of the equinox amplifies intention. What you think, feel, and act on during this window will multiply and manifest faster than usual. This is not a time to hold back. Maybe you've been feeling restless, knowing that something must change, but unsure where to start. Perhaps you've been ignoring the signs, the repeated numbers, the uncanny synchronicities, the dreams that linger long after you've woken up. These are not coincidences. They are the universe tapping on your shoulder, urging you to pay attention. If you ignore these signs now, the universe will find ways to make you listen later, often through discomfort, loss, or hard lessons. But this is not a warning meant to create fear. It's a message meant to ignite action. If you feel the need to release the past, do it now. Write that letter. Make that call. Forgive that person, even if it's yourself. If you've been hesitating to start something new, take the first step today. Set that intention. Make that plan. Believe in the possibility that things can be different. In these next 48 hours, take one decisive action that aligns with your higher self. Declare your commitment to the future you want. Write it down. Speak it aloud. Share it in the comments if you're ready to own it. The window is closing, and once it does, the energy will shift. Will you be on the side of change? Or will you let this moment pass, wondering what might have been? The choice is yours. The time is now. As we reach the end of this journey, remember, this isn't just another moment in time. The equinox is a cosmic wake-up call, a moment of reckoning where the universe is asking you to see clearly, to feel deeply, and to choose consciously. This isn't just information. It's an invitation to transformation. What you do next isn't a passive choice. It's an active declaration of who you are becoming. Imagine a snake shedding its skin. It doesn't hold on to what no longer serves it. It releases it fully, leaving behind what is dead and worn out. Right now, you are standing at the edge of that same choice. Will you cling to old versions of yourself, identities that no longer fit, wounds that have overstayed their purpose? Or will you surrender, allowing yourself to release what must be let go to step into what awaits you? This equinox is not just about the balance of day and night. It's the balance of your own light and shadow, the parts of you that are ready to shine and the parts of you that still need healing. Will you integrate them, or will you keep running from the parts of yourself that need acceptance? Drop a comment below. What are you releasing during this powerful moment? What transformation are you choosing to step into? Your words could spark a shift for someone else who's listening, someone standing at the same crossroads, We are all connected in this collective experience. Your voice matters. If you feel the resonance of these messages, know that this journey is only beginning. There are more cosmic shifts to come, more wake-up calls from the universe that will shape the path ahead. Make sure you're here for them. Subscribe to stay connected, to continue exploring the depths of these mystical, transformative times. The universe has spoken. The signs are clear. What you do next will determine whether you carry the weight of the past or step boldly into a future designed for you. The rest is up to you.